The Reeve's Tale by Geoffrey Chaucer is from the Canterbury Tales. It is a form of poetry in rhyming couplets. Its genre is called a fabuleux, or short story with non-aristocratic characters. Fabuleux typically consists of a plot that includes lying and deceit in order to obtain material items such as money or goods, sexual gratification, and or revenge. The Reeve's Tale combines all three of these. Chaucer heard this tale either through aristocrats who came up with the tale in order to mock non-nobles that they competed with, or through members of the middle class to mock themselves.
The characters in the story include the miller, his wife, an unnamed child and ungendered child in the cradle between them, their 20-year-old daughter, May Lynn, Alan and John, two Cambridge students, as Solar House, their steward with a toothache, and their horse. It is told by the Reeve, who, in order to get back at the miller for the story he previously told that made fun of carpenters. The Reeve was previously a carpenter, and he took great offense at the miller's tale. This is his opportunity to get back at the miller.
The tale begins with one student, John, going to see the steward of the college.
As you know, I usually go to the miller each time I deliver the wheat because he's a terrible cheater. Last time I was too sick and he robbed us. This time I need you and Alan to go to deliver the wheat and avenge me.
We will take the wheat and avenge you. We'll make sure the miller doesn't cheat you either.
John and Alan ride to Simpkin's mill with the wheat.
John and Alan go to Simpkin's mill to watch him turn their wheat into flour.
Oh, have you guys been sent by the steward?
Yes, we've come to watch your flour making process as you turn our wheat into flour.
John will go with you to the top, and I'll wait at the bottom to make sure the flour comes out.
Okay, that sounds fair to me. Let me go grab something real quick. I'll be back in a moment.
Simpkin is aggravated by the students wanting to watch his process because it means he cannot steal any of their flour if they're watching. He does not need to get anything, but actually has a devious plan.
These fools think they can outsmart me. I will let their horse free so they can chase down their horse while I make their flour and steal even more. Simpkin returns to John and Alan to begin the process of grinding their wheat. I'm sorry it took me so long. I'm going to begin the process now.
Alright, while you do that, I'm going to quickly go check on our horse.
Okay.
Oh no! Our horse is gone!
Oh, my wife.
I saw your horse. It ran towards the fen.
And so John and Ellen chased after their horse, which was just as Simpkin had planned. Meanwhile, Simpkin was being sneaky and stole some of their flour. He and his wife made it into a cake and hid it in the house. Later, John and Ellen finally bring their horse back to the mill and go back to the house and realize it's getting very dark.
Simpkin, would you be ever so kind and let us stay at your house, as it is too dark to ride back home now?
I think that would be fine if there's enough room in this small house. So please sit. Let me go get you guys some drinks. You guys look thirsty. Simpkin's wife and Malin, his daughter, make drinks for the three.
Malin, could you pass me a pitcher of alcohol?
Sure.
And so they all sat around the table and drank together. They were all tired and went to bed. Simpkin and his wife slept in a bed with the cradle at the end of it. Malin slept in her own bed, and John and Alan shared a bed.
John, how can you sleep? Simpkin is snoring so loud.
I'm not asleep.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go try and sleep with Malin.
Alan goes to Malin's bed and has sex with her 3 times. As this happens, Simpkin's wife gets out of bed to go to the bathroom because she has drank too much. While she is in the bathroom, John decides he wants to sleep with her to get back at Simpkin. John moves the cradle to the end of his bed.
It's so dark in here. Where is my bed? Oh, here's the cradle. This must be my bed.
Simpkin's wife doesn't realize the man in her bed is not her husband, but is John. The wife has sex with John as she still thinks it is her husband. A rooster crows a few times and wakes Alan.
Goodbye, my love. I must return to my bed now.
Before you leave, I must tell you something. My father stole some of your flour and baked it into a cake. Before you leave, it's behind the door. You must take it.
Thank you very much. Farewell, my darling. Oh, there's no cradle here. Hey, John, guess what? I just had sex with the miller's daughter 3 times.
You did what?
Oh, God, you know John.
Simpkin begins to fight Alan for having sex with Malin. All the ruckus wakes up Simpkin's wife, and she realizes that she had sex with John. She tries to hit Alan with a staff, but it's still very dark in the room, and she hits her husband instead. John and Alan are ready to escape. The 2 men ride back to their college as they prove that they could get back at the miller. The Reeve ends his tale by stating how cheaters will be taught a lesson, and he has successfully repaid the miller's tale.